First of all, congrats on a landmark win for The Masked Singer. First female winner for the show, taking it all home. How's it sinking in so far?
Oh man, I am so excited. I mean, I think more than anything, I'm so excited to be able to share it with the world because I've been knowing for a minute, but having to keep that secret is just so hard. And I am just so happy that now I can share my excitement with everyone else.
Yeah, and it certainly is an exciting moment and emotional as well. You got a little emotional on stage after this win. Tell us about stepping into the spotlight to sing solo again, expressing the self-doubt you had going into this, and how much it means to have seen this kind of response to it.
It's crazy because you know, I've gone through a period of time where I just started doubting myself, where I just like, okay, well maybe I don't sing that good or whatever, because you know I see negative things that people may have said online or different things like that, you know. And then you know I started out in a group, and so we had a lot of success as a group. And after the group, I did do a solo project, which my song "Don't Think I'm Not" did well, but the overall album, it didn't do as well as I would have liked. And so I guess, you know, of course, then I started thinking, well, maybe, you know, maybe it's not for me to be solo. And I was writing so many hits for other people. So it's like, well, maybe I should just write songs and stay in the background. And so, you know, you just build up this self-doubt. And being on this show, it just re-energized me in a way to where it just made me feel like, you know what, I've been tripping. Like I've been in my own head because people actually do like my voice. There are a lot of people who like my voice. Everybody doesn't have to like it, but there are a lot of people who do. And when it really counted for me the most, my voice did what it needed to do. So I was just, I was really happy how, in the love that I felt that I got from the judges and the positive energy and all the positive comments they would give, it really helped me and motivated me. And now I'm ready to do music again and put out my own songs. I just released a song yesterday, and it's already starting to move up, like on the iTunes chart. This morning it was up to #5 on the dance chart. So I was like super excited because this is my first time actually putting out a song that could be on the dance chart. And that's another thing I felt like this show did for me. It showed me that I didn't really have to be in a box. I feel like before, you know, you feel like I have to be in one genre of music, I have to be in one lane. But on this show, I sang songs from every genre. I did a rock song, a country song, disco, hip hop. And so coming out of it, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do whatever feels good. And I wanted to do a song that everybody could dance to. And that's what I did.
Yeah, a lot of contestants talk about the challenges of performing in the costume. Could you relate to that, or was it actually more helpful to be able to take this major step with your identity hidden so you could try new things?
Well, here's the thing. I mean, being able to hide behind the costume and people are not judging Kandi, they're judging the night angel. That's always good because it gives you this, you feel like it's your alter ego in a way, you know, and so that helps you. But the costume itself is hot.
We hear it's heavy too.
What? It's hot. It's heavy. For me, those wings they restrained me from being able to move. So, like, say for instance, my shoulders always had to be back, which makes it hard for you to breathe.
Right.
You know? So, with singing and trying to sing with my shoulders back the whole time, it just was like, oh my God. First time, I felt like I was about to pass out.
And there was a tongue that moved inside the mask as well. That was kind of a little moving part in there.
That was my actual mouth that you could see moving behind it. And I think because so many people thought that it was lip syncing, singing happening on the show, they wanted to leave the mouth open on it so that people could actually see my mouth moving.
Yeah, she's really doing it.
I thought that before I got on the show, I thought the people on the prior seasons were lip syncing, and they weren't. And I just was like, oh, wow. Like, so when I got there and realized I had to like actually sing and move around and dance, and I was like, oh God, this might be harder than I thought.
Now that everyone's been unmasked, have you been in touch with any of your fellow contestants, anyone you were friends with going into this who you can finally talk to about this experience?
No, I haven't talked to anybody yet. I talked to, well, I will say we didn't know who each other. I figured out who Bow Wow was because at one of the rehearsals, everybody has to go in separately. So when I went in, I could hear him on stage because he was wrapping up his dress rehearsal. And I was like, that's Bow Wow. But I didn't say anything because I was like really serious about the secrecy thing.
Sure.
But I guess by the time we actually finished the season, he finally figured out who I was. And so after the episode when I won that night, he hit me on a text and was like, congratulations, you did a great job. And I just, wanted to tell you. And I was like, oh, it made me feel good.
Yeah, that's nice. Did you return the favor and do a little back and forth and congratulate him as well? Because it was a big moment for him too.
Oh yeah, for sure. I told him, he was awesome. I mean, I felt like seriously, Bow Wow and Jesse McCartney. I don't know him personally, but they were killing it.
Yeah, all three of you guys were neck and neck going into the finale for sure.
Thank you. Yeah, they did a great job.
Yeah. So you mentioned your new single, Used to Love Me, featuring Todrick Hall. Tell us about it and why it speaks to where you are in your life and career right now and what fans can hope to hear from you in the coming weeks.
Well, like I said before, I'm super excited about this song because I'm trying a different sound. I wanted to do something that was just cool, dope, and it could be something that everybody around the world dances to. Like I wanted it to be something that, made everybody feel good. As soon as the beat come on, you want to move. I've never done a song like that before. Except for, I guess, like Don't Think I'm Not, but that was like a long time ago. So I wanted another song that could just play around the world the same way, in a sense where it's like no matter what type of music you normally listen to, this song will make you dance. And I asked Todrick, we're friends, and I reached out to him and I was like, hey, can you jump on this song with me? Because I felt like he would be the perfect fit. And he was. His verse is killer. So I'm just so excited about everybody hearing it. Because I feel like the last time I did a project by myself, it was a lot of slow songs on it. And so I wanted to do something different from that this time.
Turning it up a notch.
Yeah.
Tempo-wise, yeah. And you'd mentioned that you took the secrecy of the show really seriously. How difficult was it, and who in your circle was able to know, and how hard was it for them to keep it a secret?
Well, the only people I told were my mom, my daughter Riley, my husband, of course, and then Don Juan, who works for me, and my friend Carmen. So it wasn't really many people that I told. And my mom, of course, she was like, oh, everybody's saying stuff to me. I'm not telling it, though. I promise I'm not telling anybody. I was sitting there side-eyeing her because I thought she had told a couple people. But
moms want to tell. But that's what they do. They want to shout it.
Yeah, but I was like, I cannot let this get out. I needed to make it to end. And then I started feeling like when I would look at the comments online, everybody knew who I was. But what made me feel good about it was nobody knew that I won. So even if they guessed me, it doesn't mean they still know the outcome. And that's why I was like, okay, it's cool.
Yeah, you had that happy ending to yourself for a while.
Yeah.
And one of the most fun parts of the show is hearing the guesses from the judges along the way, whether they're close or not close at all. Who are you most surprised to get mistaken for?
Let me see. Little Kim.
Didn't see that coming.
That was so funny to me. I think for like 2 weeks straight in the beginning, they guessed Little Kim. And I was like, now I love Little Kim. And I think she has so much swag. And I think I got swag too, but not as much as Little Kim. I was just like, how did that come about in your guesses? That was funny. But I mean, they also had some really other fun wins. They said Vanessa Williams. They said
Taraji.
I thought that was good though with the clue. Because she is a boss on the show and she can sing.
It makes sense.
It made sense. So I was like, okay, yeah, that's a good one.
All right, we got to get some Real Housewives tea. Have you talked to any of your castmates since last night? How are they reacting to the big reveal? Anyone reach out to you during the show?
A lot of them texted me last night. They were sending, all kind of congratulatory texts and sending love and posting about my song. So that made me feel really good that they all were showing love.
Yeah, and NeNe's been making waves lately per usual. We saw you pop off on her last week. What do you think she might have to say about this huge moment for you?
I don't think she's gonna say nothing. I think she's gonna be real quiet. Zip.
So we need to talk about the third and final reunion happening on Sunday. What's getting spilled?
Oh my goodness. Well, obviously I can't tell you everything that's gonna be spilled, but you'll hear some more about that Snakegate. And for me, what I took from it was that it wasn't just one snake. For me, I felt like, okay, it was two of y'all snakes in cahoots with each other, basically.
So more snakes to be revealed is what you're saying.
Like, see, it was more than one. It was like y'all had a little plan going on. It was they was working together. That's what it seemed like. But overall, it was a good. The reunions were way better than I thought they were going to be. I mean, doing it online, doing it virally was kind of like, for me, I was like, I don't know about that, but it turned out really good, I think. I mean, we had some epic shade happening. I mean, crazy shade, and the arguments were crazy. They had to put us on mute. You saw how Andy put me on mute last Sunday? He put NeNe and I on mute. That was so funny to me. Watching it back, I was just like, oh my goodness, we look crazy over there. Yelling, and you can't even hear what we're saying. I was like, that is crazy. But I still stick to what I said. I'm embedded in your brain.
That has not changed.
No.
Well, going forward, now that music is back in your life in a major way, what does that mean for your future on Real Housewives? Would you say goodbye to the show to focus more on new projects, or is it now more useful than ever to let fans in on your behind the scenes life?
Well, I personally feel like being on part of the show is always a great platform for whatever you're working on. For all the projects that I've done, I mean, really, if you think about it, from my restaurants to Bedroom Candy, all of them have done really well, and people find out about them by watching the show. So I think, I'll make it work as long as they allow me to make it work. I would definitely say I'm really thankful to Bravo and Truly Original, our production company, because they have allowed me the freedom to be able to do other things and still be a part of the show, Like now I'm going to be on season 3 of The Chi as well. That's coming out this summer on Showtime. So I'm like excited because I've been able to somehow juggle all these things at the same time. And it makes me happy to do more than one thing. So I'm going to keep doing it as long as they allow me to.
And we'll keep the multitasking going for sure. But one last question before we let you go. Where is the Night Angel costume now? Did you keep it?
They didn't let us keep it. I was so sad because I wanted to keep it. But I think they're planning to do something with all the costumes. So I don't know. But if they ever change their mind, I really would love to keep it.
Well, you're still the Night Angel to us, and you'll be the Night Angel in your heart going forward for sure. And we can't wait to see what's next. Thank you so much for taking the time, and congratulations on your amazing win again. Yes.
Hit me this.
Love it.
I was like, I need the real one.